Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippensville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator, where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. When we opened Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network, we were looking for an insurance company we knew and could trust. Acrisure and DuBois gave us all of that and more, and that's why Acrisure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. We know that the folks at Acrisure have our backs, and we know they support high school athletes and athletics. Find out more at acrisure.com/Mid-Atlantic or call them today at 814-371-5270. Acrisure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of Your Daily Local LLC. A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. Howdy, rodeo fans! The 64th Annual North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 13th through the 17th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine. With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a site that most baseball fans are familiar with. PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, getting ready for a special high school baseball broadcast here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, Pennsylvania. We are at PNC Park. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm alongside Coach Al Moderjeski. It is a rematch of last year's District 9 and PIAA Class 1A championship game. DuBois Central Catholic versus Clarion here at PNC Park. And Al, what a special opportunity for these student athletes.
Oh, Chris, this is fantastic. I mean, this is, for a lot of these kids, it's literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And we have the pleasure to broadcast two of our better local teams, two very good baseball programs, well-coached, traditionally always good. Obviously, Clarion being defending state champs. And this is going to be a great night for us, for the fans, for the players, and to play in a major league stadium, and what's considered probably the best major league stadium in America, is a special treat for these kids.
We're going to step aside real quick here. Thanks to more of our sponsors. When we'll be back, we'll give you the starting lineups for today's game. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network.
All American HQ custom apparel and engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ custom apparel and engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in North Central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
We're back here at PNC Park getting ready for this showdown between Clarion and DuBois Central Catholic. Clarion 8-1 on the year. DuBois Central Catholic 5-6 as they're getting done announcing the starting lineups. We'll look here. The Clarion Singers will be doing the national anthem here tonight, so we will bring that to you live. Try to get in on them a little better here. We're way up in the press box here at PNC Park. And Al, how nervous do you think these players are right about now?
I think they're a little bit nervous. No question, Chris. But you know what? It's like anything else. I bet you once the game starts and once they get in the flow of the game, a lot of those nerves will start to fritter away, and I think they'll be fine.
So,
for the singing of our national anthem by the Clarion area singers.
So the Clarion Singers.
Their fearless leader, Miss Sarah Matson.
Sarah Matson under the direction of Sarah Matson, and we'll leave it here for the national anthem. Great job there by the Clarion Singers. We're going to step aside here. We'll be right back. Watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Back here at PNC Park, getting ready for today's game. We'll try to, got Al working the camera here today, so we'll try to get as close in there as we can. Again, way up in the press box here above the third level, and it'll be Tanner Miller against Aiden Snowberger. Miller for Clarion checking in with a 2-0 record. 0.88 earned run average in 16 innings. He's given up 10 hits, 11 walks, struck out 21. Snowberger 1-1 on the year, 21 innings pitched, 16 hits, unbelievable strikeout to walk ratio, 40 strikeouts, just 3 walks.
Wow.
Comes in with a 133 earned run average. Both of these guys are lefties. Let's take a look at the Du Bois Central Catholic starting lineup. They'll lead off with their pitcher, Aiden Snowberger. Braden Fox will bat second and play center field. Blake Pisarcik will bat third. He's at second base. Carter Hines bats fourth. He does the playing at shortstop. Andrew Green batting fifth and at first base. Trent Miller bats sixth. He does the catching. Braden Zatzik bats seventh. He is over at third base. Xavier Schwentner bats eighth. He plays in left field. And Johnny Verischetti batting ninth and doing the designated hitting. So it's Snowberger, Fox, Pisarcik, Himes, Green, Miller, Zatzik, Schwentner, and Verischetti for Adam Fox's Du Bois Central Catholic Cardinals. The defense behind Tanner Miller, Derek Smale is at first, Noah Harrison's at second, Dawson Smale's at short, Matt Alston's at third, Wyatt Watterson's in left, Bryce Brinkley in center, Devin Lauer in right, Hayden Weber doing the catching. So it's Derek Smale, Harrison, Dawson Smale, Alston first to third, and we'll get the outfield here as the second. As getting ready for the first pitch of tonight's game is Tanner Miller. It's in there for called strike one. So we're underway here at PNC Park. Winding the pitch to Snowberger way high, and it's 1-1 strike. Little maybe nerves there, Al, throwing that ball up and way over the catcher Weber's head.
Yeah, but Miller's had a very impressive start to the season with his record 2-0, is a minuscule ERA under 1. But this will be a big challenge for him against a potent DCC lineup.
Yeah, the DCC lineup not quite as good as a couple of years ago or even last year where it was 1 through 9 deep. Some young guys at the bottom end of the lineup still feeling their way through high school baseball. And, of course, the start and go spring. And there's a base hit to left field by Snowberger, playing it on a hop as Watterson and gets it in. And Aiden Snowberger leads off with a single here. DCC comes in with a record of 5-6 against really, really difficult competition. Clarion, equally difficult competition almost at 8-1 on the year.
And now they're facing their best hitter, Braden Fox.
Foxy comes in. The junior hitting on the season .333. Actually, Snowberger with .514 average is the leading hitter on the team. Snowberger hitting Fox hitting 333. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike on Fox. Promise you I'd set that outfield again. It's Watterson, Brinkley, and Lauer left to right, and Hayden Weber doing the catching for the lefty Tanner Miller. Throw over to first, back without much difficulty. There is Snowberger. Runner takes off for second. That ball is laced towards center. Brinkley coming in. He's going to have to play it on a hop. Base hit there for Snowberger as Brinkley was playing real deep there and had to come in for it and wasn't able to make the catch. And now DCC with runners at first and second and nobody out for Blake Pisarcik.
And probably a lot of respect there for Fox's power, playing Brinkley kind of deep, but obviously it cost him when he had to come in and make the safe play and let it bounce.
Pisarcik, team high 17 RBIs, hitting 444 on the year.
That's who you want to have in the 3-hole right now.
Snowberger dances off second. Now Weber's going to go out and talk to the lefty Miller. Make sure they're on the same page with the signs. That ball is going to get away from Weber. Runner heads to third. He's going to get there, and on the wild pitch, DCC now has runners at second and third and nobody out.
Good start for DCC. They have a chance to plate 2 right here with a base hit.
In the regular season meeting a year ago, Clarion held a comfortable lead heading to the 7th as the home team at Stern Field. DCC rallied to win that game in the regular season, 5-2. That's up high, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes on Pisarcik. Clarion was the one doing the rallying in the 7th inning as the visiting team at Showers Field in the District 9 championship game a year ago to take the D9 title. As Clarion's playing its infield in here, it's an interesting strategy in the first inning.
We saw that the previous game, Chris.
That's up high, and it's now 3-0.
If Miller can find a way to minimize the damage here, that would be a heck of a start. But right now, it's 3-0, man on second and third. It's a tricky spot for Miller.
Carter Himes is on deck. Miller glances in, has his sign, delivers the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Getting the green light there was Pisarcik. Clarion, of course, the 4-1 victory in the state championship game a year ago.
These are 2 very, very quality smaller high school baseball programs, Chris, no question.
Last 2 Class A champions.
Yes.
DCC won it 2 years ago. There's ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for Carter Himes. So a couple of singles, a wild pitch, and a walk has them loaded for DCC here in the first inning for Carter Himes.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they can do this if Clarion can find a way to wriggle out of here with not too much effect. We'll see.
Bobcats still have that infield in. That really surprises
that's unusual,
me.
Yes. I'm not sure what the strategy is behind that.
Himes swings and misses, strike 1, hitting 263 on the season. Offense is at times, Al, been hard to come by for DCC this year.
And this is a big spot here. If they can get them to, ground to a double play and maybe just give up a run here, it would be huge.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, and now Miller's thinking strikeout here.
Right.
No balls, 2 strikes on Himes. Miller peers in, has his sign from Weber, the catcher, sitting up on the way outside. That pitch was real high. Miller had to go up and Weber had to go up and get it.
Yeah, that could have potentially been disastrous right there.
One ball, 2 strikes on Carter Himes. Andrew Green on deck. Wind in the delivery. That's high, and it's now 2-2. So from 0-2 to 2-2, and neither of the last 2 pitches by Miller have been close.
And this is a big pitch. If he has something in his wheelhouse, I'm sure he's going to have the green light.
Miller's 2-2 delivery. That ball is hit high in the air. Derek Smale's going to give it a look, but it's going to be out of play, probably about 4 or 5 rows up, and then bounces into the area above the seats that are right there by the dugout and comes back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-hour game time limit on this game. Haven't seen any of the games go the full 7 yet.
Yeah.
4th game of the day, and that one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Well, now it's a huge pitch right here, Chris.
Yeah, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You don't want to give up a
Bases
run.
loaded.
You don't want to give away a run at this juncture of the game.
Miller peers in. Comes set. Payoff pitch. The ball is out to right field. Devin Lauer playing out there tonight. He'll camp under it. Snowberger's going to tag. He's going to score. Throw is going to be cut off by Derek Smale. Braden Fox will hold at second, and it's 1-0 DuBois Central Catholic on the sacrifice fly by Carter Himes.
Well, Himes did his job. You know, he patiently waited, got a good pitch hit, and was able to get a sacrifice fly and put his team up an early 1-0 lead for DCC.
So Andrew Green will be at the plate now.
Do I recognize this name, Chris? Did he play basketball?
He did. He was their best player.
Exactly. That's why I remember him. That's why I remember this young man.
And Green drives one to center, but right there is Brinkley to make the catch. He hit it hard, Al, but he hit it right at him.
Yes. Yeah, I remember Andrew Green very well. We scrimmaged him, and he did a number on us.
Number 4, Trent Miller.
Bring up Trent Miller. So now an opportunity for Tanner Miller to really limit the damage here, Al, with 2 outs.
Yes.
Now. Trent Miller, the catcher.
Yeah, this would be huge. If they can wriggle out of this with 1 run after a bases load and nobody out, that would be huge, Chris.
First pitch is a little bit on the high side. Ball. Oh, they called that a strike. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess it wasn't high.
From this vantage point.
Yeah, from way up here, it looked high, but we're so far away that we wouldn't. I'm not even going to try to question anything. That one is high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Dave Neal behind home plate. Kevin Dover spikes at first. Rob Morgan's at second. Lee Krull is the third base umpire, all District 9 crew. Dave Neal, the District 9 rules interpreter.
I'm sure you know all these gentlemen pretty well, Chris.
That ball is hit towards center. Brinkley's hat comes off. Coming in, though, is Lauer in right field, and Lauer's going to make the catch, and the inning comes to an end.
And Chris, as a right fielder in PNC Park, he made a basket catch. There's something to be said for that.
For DuBois Central Catholic in the first, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. At the end of a half an inning here at PNC Park, it's DuBois Central Catholic leading Clarion 1-0. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Back here at PNC Park, getting ready to go to the bottom of the first. DuBois Central Catholic, 1-0 lead. Clarion will send the following lineup to the plate. Dawson Smale leads off and plays shortstop. Bryce Brinkley bats second and in center field. Noah Harrison bats third. He plays second base. Derek Smale bats fourth. He is the first baseman. Devin Lauer playing in right field, batting fifth. Tanner Miller doing the pitching and hitting sixth. Matt Alston hits seventh. He's at third base. Dante Gervin hitting eighth, the designated hitter. And Hayden Weber bats ninth and does the catching. So it's Dawson Smale, Brinkley Harrison, Derek Smale, Lauer, Tanner Miller, Alston, Gervin, and Weber. For Aiden Snowberger, the defense behind him, Andrew Green's at first. Blake Pisarchik's at second. Carter Himes is at third. Braden Zatzik. Carter Himes is at short. Check that. Braden Zatzik is at third. Xavier Schwentner is in left. Braden Fox in center. Trenton Sador is in right. And Trent Miller doing the catching for Aiden Snowberger. So it's Green, Pisarchik, Himes, and Zatzik first to third. Schwentner, Fox, Cedar, left to right. And Trent Miller doing the catching for Snowberger. Clarion will lead off with its Xavier recruit.
Xavier.
I just always like to go Xavier.
Definitely not Xavier, though. But Chris, they did it.
Xavier recruit Dawson Smale who takes strike one.
I thought Miller did a great job in squeezing out of there with only one run. It could have been a disastrous first inning. Bases loaded, nobody outs, and he definitely managed to weather the storm a little bit and just make it a 1-0 game at this juncture.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Smale, hitting .438 on the year.
Talented young man, great athlete, very good baseball player, and just a great overall kid.
2 balls and 1 strike on Dawson Smale. Dawson Smale rips a base hit up the middle.
Good start.
Between Snowberger and Smale, the way they've hit the ball, maybe the Pirates should look into them.
I would definitely think so. With that offense right now, yes.
Then again, I wonder what the Pirates offense would look like with metal bats. So that'll bring up Bryce Brinkley. Brinkley on the season hitting .412 as Clarion hits .370 as a team. It's in there for a called strike on the inside corner. So Green holding Dawson Smale at first. Clarion 3-0 on the week. Defeated Elk County Catholic 11-4 on, or 11-7, excuse me, on Monday. Then rallied for a 10-8 victory over DuBois on Tuesday, and then defeated North Clarion 13-1 on Wednesday. That is outside, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 here on Bryce Brinkley with Dawson Smale at first. Lefty Aiden Snowberger checks the runner over there at first. Now he's going to just toss over. Smale back without much effort. And that ball is just softly hit. Shortstop Himes has it go right through the wickets. Now, Al, I'm not sure they would have had the play on anybody.
No, I think
there
you try to hurry it.
because he didn't have a play. I think I'd give a base hit on that one, even though it went into.
Number 2,
That ball was hit so softly that it was going to be a bang bang.
Right.
Bryce Brinkley runs great, and they weren't going to get the play at second.
And
So
now Clarence set up to get back in this game. One of my favorite athletes in Clarion, Noah Harrison, great kid.
they charged an error
Hitting
here at
third.
the stadium, but I'm going with a hit on that.
Yeah.
That ball was a real tough play. So now Noah Harrison, and all he does is rake. Noah Harrison on the season hitting .462.
You know what he is, Chris? He's the Clarion County version of Jose Altuve.
He has 16 RBIs to lead the team, 6 doubles. You're right, Al. He doesn't look like
Small,
he doesn't
stocky,
look like a
strong.
ball player, but all he does is hit.
Jose Altuve. That's who he reminds me of. A young Jose, a miniature version of Jose Altuve.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strong, powerful, just does nothing but hit. You know, you look at him, obviously not tall in stature like Altuve, but and a wonderful kid. I love that kid.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Harrison with Dawson Smale at second, Bryce Brinkley at first. Throw back to second, and I'll tell you what, Al, watching DCC last week, you're Clarion, you've got to be careful there because DCC has perfected this move to second base.
Oh, really?
They're as good as any team I've seen at the high school level in picking guys off second base.
And that's hard to do.
Winding the 1-2. There's a ground ball. Himes to Pasarchek for one on the first. Double play.
That was
nice turn there by DCC as Himes to Pasarchek to Green, and there's 2 outs in the Clarion first.
That was big to eliminate 2 outs on Harrison, one of their better hitters.
So now it's up
Big
to
play for
Derek
DCC
Smell
to
to
get his
pick up
brother in.
his brother at third base here. So the tailor-made double play turned by the Cardinals. Ball one, the ball's going to get away, and that's going to tie the game on the wild pitch as Dawson Smale comes on home for Clarion, and we're tied at 1.
Double play went for naught when you have that wild pitch right there, and now we have a tie ball game. Clarion did a good job to minimize damage in the top half of the inning, and now they're bounced back to not to score at 1.
You think about Showers Field where there's almost no room behind home plate,
right?
And then you're at PNC Park where there's major league room behind home plate.
It makes a big difference.
Misses. It's now 2-1, I do believe, is the count on Derek Smale.
Yeah, it should be 2-1.
It's in there, and I think it's 2-2. Scoreboard says 2-1, but I'm pretty sure there's been 4 pitches here, Al.
I think you're right, Chris.
Snowburger's delivery misses inside. No, now they called that a strike, so now it must be. It's either 3-2 or 2-2. Can't be. It's got to be 3-2.
It says 2-2.
Oh, we'll see what it is here. It was 3-2.
Yeah,
okay, so that was what it was. We knew there was an extra pitch in there. We just thought it was a strike when it was actually a ball. Now that's a rarity. Just the 4th walk issued on the season by Aiden Snowberger.
Yeah, it was ratio was like 40 strikeouts
40 to 3
walks.
Yeah,
it's pretty. That's Jared Jones stuff.
I'm gonna bring up Devin Lauer.
Also an excellent baseball player, and he's going to go to Clarion University to be on the golf team. Just a good all-around athlete.
Fantastic basketball player.
Yes. I told him on many occasions he definitely could have been a Division III basketball player and been a good player. I mean, a great kid and a very, very good basketball player. Yes, without a doubt, one of the best in the district.
He drives that ball into center field, but it looks like Braden Fox has a beat on it. He does. And the inning comes so close. Clarion gets a run back on a pair of hits. There was a wild pitch to score a run, a double play, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1 full inning here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, it's DuBois Central Catholic 1, Clarion 1. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network. A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. Back here at PNC Park as we go to the second inning. It'll be the bottom third of the lineup for DCC. Zatzik, Schwentner, and Verischetti.
Number 16, Braden Zatzik.
It was really cool before the game, Al. There was like a big tailgate party with people from both schools all hanging out together before the game
Very
out
nice.
in the parking lot.
We really appreciate them inviting us. Very nice.
First pitch to Zatzik, outside ball 1.
Yeah, you got very good people in the communities of Clarion and DuBois.
Next pitch misses outside ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Zatzik. Miller did a really good job there in the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, only gave up 1 run.
Excellent.
It's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, that first inning could have been potentially disastrous, but he managed to wriggle his way out of it, and now we have a tie score after 1.
That misses, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike on Zatzik.
We don't want to walk the opening batter.
Especially not one hitting 147,
right.
as Zatzik is right now. Winding the 3-1 to Zatzik. There's a line drive, base hit up the middle. So Zatzik comes through with the hit, leading off the inning.
He definitely upped his average from 147 there. But yeah,
I know talking to Adam Fox, the manager of the DCC Cardinals, hoping as the season goes on here that some of these young guys start hitting the ball better, that a lot of them were just facing high school pitching
and what
for
year
the
is
first
he?
time. Zatzik is a freshman.
Oh, well, there you go. He's a very young kid. It's going to take time, but that's an encouraging sign to get a hit here.
Showing bunt and laying it down foul is Xavier Schwetner.
I'm sure the young kid is thrilled to have a base knock and is playing in PNC Park for the first time. It's something you'll never forget.
Schwetner, another freshman, hitting .077 on the year, 2 hits and 26 at bats.
He's got a lot of young kids at the bottom of the lineup, guys that'll grow with the program.
Yeah, they had a lot of guys graduate after last year that had helped in the state championship run 2 years ago and the runner-up a year ago. So some new players playing. Misses the bunt there, and now it's no balls and 2 strikes.
So this is definitely a rivalry between these two teams now after the postseason clashes.
Yeah, it's a friendly rivalry, but definitely a rivalry.
Yeah, I'm not saying antagonistic, but it's definitely a rivalry. When you play in high stakes games like that against each other, that's just naturally going to happen.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Miller. One away here in the second.
Big K for Miller right there. He needed that with a runner in first and nobody out. Yeah, just playing in these high stakes games is just going to foment a rivalry, friendly or not. But this is definitely a friendly between these communities. We could see that during the tailgate when both communities were mingling.
Little high ball 1. Yeah, special shout out to Dave Smale doing all the cooking down there today.
Absolutely.
Fantastic food. They had a lot of different types of food as well. And
I don't know how much you ate, Chris. I ate enough.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Johnny Verischetti. Had a nice talk with his dad, Peter, down in the tailgate before the game. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Was that the guy in the glasses you were talking to? Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Verischetti. Snowberger on deck. Runner takes off for second. Throw is down to second, is high and goes into center field. So Zatzik swipes second base as the throw by Weber sailed into center field, and 2 balls, 2 strikes, I do believe now on Verischetti, and runner in scoring position again for DCC. Tanner Miller checks the runner at second. Swing and a miss.
Strike 3.
Struck out Verischetti.
2 big Ks there for Miller.
Now Aiden Snowberger at the plate. Snowberger singled to left and scored the DCC run an inning ago.
So we're now at the back of the top of the lineup. Big out right here if he can get out of this. Keep this game at 1-1. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Leadoff hitter Snowberger up.
Check of the runner at second. Miller's delivery. Nice block there by Weber. Ball 1.
Good job by Weber to keep the ball in front of him.
Well, every time I come here to a game, it's like sitting in a postcard.
Yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way to describe it. It's like sitting in a picture perfect postcard, and it never gets tiring, Chris. I mean, we've both been here countless times.
Snowberger held up there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
You more than I have over the years, but we've both been here a lot. And I grew up 20 minutes away from here, and I'm just every time I come in this ballpark, whether it's a game like this or a Pirates game, I'm in awe. the surroundings.
2-0 here to Snowburger. That misses itself. Nope, that's in there for a called strike. Excuse me, 2 balls and a strike. Great to see the Roberto Clemente Bridge open after 2 years of being closed.
Yes.
Be nice to be able to walk over that again, to go to a Pirate game,
Absolutely.
park in town, and that's the best place to park if you come to a Pirate game, folks, is in town.
Absolutely.
2 balls and 1 strike here on Snowburger. Misses outside, 3-1.
And Chris and I come to, a lot of games together over the years. Probably like at least 8 to 10 games a year we come, and again, it never gets old. It's just a beautiful place to watch a baseball game, whether it's a high school game or a major league game.
3 balls and 1 strike on Snowburger. Miller checks the runner at second. Delivers the 3-1. Snowburger, line drive towards the gap in center, left center, but coming over and cutting it off and making the catch is Watterson. And you can see, Al, the way the ball comes off the bat here, I can understand why the announcers sometimes don't know where it's going.
No, and it's tough to cover on the camera, too. It's just the depth perception is tough when you're actually working at a major league park.
No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 1.5 innings, it is still 1-1, Du Bois Central Catholic and Clarion. Howdy, rodeo fans! The 64th Annual North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 13th through the 17th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Back here at PNC Park, as we go to the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Tanner Miller, Matt Alston, and Dante Gervin for Clarion. 6, 7, and 8 in the Bobcat lineup against Aiden Snowburger. First pitch fouled back, strike 1 on Miller. Both teams with a run in the first inning. One in the 0-1. That misses, gets behind Trent Miller. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, it's definitely a long journey back to the behind the plate there, Chris. A lot of room, a lot more than they're used to. The ball goes a long way once he gets past the catcher.
Breaking ball stays a little high, I think. 2 balls and a strike.
We got 2 lefties going out on the mound today, Chris.
2-1 pitch by Snowburger. That ball is hit down the right field line. That's going to be out of play. Boy, that didn't get it nearly as far back as I thought it was going out.
Yeah.
It was more like over by the first base bag.
Again, it's sometimes tough to judge the perception of how far it's going.
Comebacker to the mound. That's going to be a tough play. Actually, it's Miller, the catcher, who has to come out and get it. He makes a really nice play there.
Really nice play. Kept his composure, waited for the ball to settle down, and guns to first base. Great play by the catcher.
Number 18, Matt Alston.
That'll bring up Matt Alston.
Is this sister playing the volleyball team?
Yes, Taylor.
Yes.
Saw
Senior.
Taylor.
Yeah, she was there today, right?
Yep, she was out at the tailgate. In the DuBois game on Tuesday, Matt was out at second, and I said, well, not the fastest runner in the world out at second base, and Taylor got a big chuckle out of that, I guess.
She told you about that?
Yeah, well, actually, her dad told me about it on Tuesday, and then I said, hey, I hear you were mad. And then I say, she's like, I wasn't mad. She's like, I thought it was funny. Matt, a great kid, just a junior.
Is Taylor going to play volleyball anywhere? Or?
I don't know, Al.
No, she's a good volleyball player.
This is low. 1 ball, 2 balls and a strike on Matt Alston. Matt plays football for Central Clarion, also wrestles for the Bobcats. Snowberger ready with the 2-1. Alston fouls that one out of play.
Straighten that out. That'd have been a good one.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The interesting thing about Braden Fox out in center field, Al, is that he shagged balls in a major league ballpark a few times in his life, and we'll get into that in a second as Alston fouls it away. Braden's stepdad, Corey Ragsdale, the first base coach for the world champion Texas Rangers, and he's had an opportunity to, be out in the field during batting practice, shagging fly balls off of major league players.
He's the one kid who would not be in awe of being in a major league stadium.
Yes,
this is no big deal for him.
There's a ground ball towards third. Front of the shortstop is the third baseman, Zatzik. He throws across the diamond, and there's 2 away here in the Clarion second. Yeah,
he's not going to be overwhelmed by it.
No, he was a couple years ago. He was also the quarterback for Brockway the last couple of years. A couple of years ago, towards the end of the year, end of the summer, he was at Anaheim and was playing catch football with Mike Trout.
Really?
Yeah. So,
that had to be a thrill for the kid.
Yeah. So, yeah, he is.
And I'm sure he's met many of the Rangers through his stepfather.
Probably all of them.
Yeah.
No, balls, 1 strike. Of course, his dad, Adam, was in the Rangers organization as well. Made it through, I think, a cup of coffee at AAA, definitely in AA.
So this kid's got baseball coursing through his veins.
Does,
between
absolutely.
His father and his stepfather. My gosh.
No balls and 2 strikes on Gervin, who goes the other way.
Dante Gervin, another great kid. I mean, I'm obviously familiar with him from his time on the hardwood playing for the Clarion area Bobcats. Good basketball player, good athlete. Great young man.
There's a called strike 3, and the inning is over. Strikeout number 1 for Snowberger in the second for Clarion. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the 3rd inning here at PNC Park. 1-1 between Clarion and DuBois Central Catholic. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
When we opened Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network, we were looking for an insurance company we knew and could trust. Acrisure and DuBois gave us all of that and more, and that's why Acrisure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. We know that the folks at Acrisure have our backs, and we know they support high school athletes and athletics. Find out more at acrisure.com/Mid-Atlantic or call them today at 814-371-5270. Acrisure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of Your Daily Local LLC. Back here, Braden Fox takes strike 1.
Seems to be obviously he grew up in a baseball background, Chris. Very disciplined hitter.
So really good observation, Al. It's high and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You can tell that he has a good understanding of the strike zone and tempo and everything. Just a very good disciplined hitter. And again, his background speaks for itself.
1-1 to Fox, misses inside, 2 balls and a strike. Fox singled in the first inning.
He's not going to you can tell he's the kind of kid who's not going to waste a lot of at bats.
Just he'll work counts like a major league hitter.
Right. Patient.
Misses down low. Now it's 3-1. One little bugaboo for Miller in the good season he's having is 11 walks in 16 innings coming into the game.
A little high, yeah.
Walked one here, so he's got 12 and 18 innings. There's a ground ball. Second baseman Harrison overfields it, throws onto the first baseman Smale. One thing we didn't really talk about, Al, usually a high school field isn't as well manicured as this one. There's probably these guys are getting hops that you don't get on a normal high school field.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Just a little bit.
Now DCC plays most of its games on turf, which is a little different.
And that's an excellent high school. We talk about that's an excellent top of the line high school facility. I was the first time you took me there. I was amazed at how nice it was. Amazed.
Sternfield and DuBois,
beautiful.
I'll be there on Monday, Al, as I do Cameron County and DuBois Central Catholic. We'll be over in DuBois on Saturday of next week, too, as we've got the City Classic, the baseball and softball matchups between
That's
DuBois.
the game I did with you before, the City Classic a couple of years ago.
Yeah, there's a line drive, base hit into center field by Pisarcik. His first hit of the game on base for the second time. Fourth hit for the Cardinals. Going to runner at first with one out for Carter Himes.
Yeah, I did the City Classic with you a couple of years ago, Chris, and I was again just stunned by the beauty of that whole facility there, both the softball and baseball complex. It's the city of DuBois has done an amazing job in terms of providing and building that kind of facility for the youth of the area. I mean, very impressive.
Throw over to first, getting back in there safely was Pisarcik. So Pisarcik, pretty good football player for Brockway. The ball is foul territory. Derek Smale's going to give it a run, but it's 3 or 4 rows back over the protective screen here at PNC Park. It's way high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on.
Chris, I wonder how many dingers they've ever had in these high school games. You know,
I guess not many.
Yeah, I wouldn't think not a whole lot.
So in the championship game at Medler Field 2 years ago,
it's up at Penn State, right?
Yeah.
Someone hit one pretty deep.
Yeah, over the wall and right, which was modeled after the Clemente wall here. Hold on a second here, Al.
Bless you.
The ball is lifted out into center field. Brinkley makes the catch, 2 away, and that'll bring up Andrew Green. Pretty sure in that game, I'm just double checking to make sure I don't get the kid wrong. A 12-2 win over Halifax in the title game. There was a home run for DCC that was hit by Cole Sansom. That's what I thought he did. He put it into over the 18 and a almost 19-foot wall. There goes runner for second. There will not be a throw as Pisarcik steals second.
Runner in scoring position for Green, who I again remarked earlier. I had the pleasure of coaching against them at North Clarion when we scrimmaged them. Very good basketball player.
Green had hit the ball hard his first at bat, but it went right to Brinkley in center field.
He's an imposing figure at the plate. He's at least 6'4".
This is low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Sometimes has trouble with the breaking ball stuff, which isn't all that unusual for a young hitter.
Right.
2-0 misses way inside. It's now 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes on Andrew Green. If he reaches, Trent Miller is next. DCC's had runners all over the place in this game. They had the bases loaded in the first, only scored 1 run. They had runner at second last inning, didn't score. Another runner in scoring position right now. 3-0 pitch. Ground ball. That's going to go foul.
And that's a good sign for Clarion that they've been able to minimize any effects from all the base runners and keep this at a 1-1 game right now as we are in the top of the third.
Miller peers in. Has a sign from Weber. 3-1 pitch coming to Green. Runner takes off for third. It's ball 4. Throw down to third. He's out.
Chris.
Oh!
I don't know, Chris.
Well, you know what?
Unless they
We are
applied the tag
100
lights, yeah.
miles up
Yes,
here.
that's true.
I'm not going to question.
Well, the throw was on time. I think he may have just been slow to apply the tag because the throw was a perfect throw by the catcher.
Call
He
it
done
a strike there on Green. I thought it was ball 4 on Andrew Green. Now, I don't know what Rob Jewett's coming out here to argue about. I mean, come on, Rob. We have a 2-hour time limit. Do we really want to be arguing a call with a 2-hour time limit?
I mean, it was a perfect throw, but the tag may have been applied a tad late. And he did a good job of getting underneath the tag. It was a bang-bang play for sure, though. But, yeah, you're right. With a 2-hour time limit, you don't have a lot of time to waste.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you get 2 hours and you get the game. I mean, again, we've been 4 games here to 3 prior games here, Al, and not one of them has gone 7 innings.
Yeah,
you don't want to be wasting time.
And it's probably not going to happen either here. So, yeah, you want to use as much time as you're allowed in this
3
stage.
balls, 2 strikes on Green. And the throw was good, but I mean, probably a really good slide over there by Pisarcik, and Alston didn't get the tag down on time.
Right.
Wine in the 3-2. Ball 4. And now first and third for Miller. I actually thought he had walked him on the stolen base, but that was a called strike. So Trent Miller flew out to the right fielder Lauer in his first at bat.
And he's the catcher, correct, Chris?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
No balls and a strike here on Miller. Throw over. Green back in safely. Line in the 0-1. Line drive towards center. Brinkley coming in, and he makes the running catch. Nice catch by Bryce Brinkley. And the inning is over. So DuBois Central Catholic, no runs. They hit a walk. 2 more left on base. They've left 5 on through 3 innings. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. It's 1-1 between DuBois Central Catholic and Clarion here at PNC Park.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. Back here at PNC Park as we head to bottom of inning number 3. It'll be the bottom of the lineup, Weber, followed by the top 2, Dawson Smale and Bryce Brinkley. 1-1 between DuBois Central Catholic and Clarion. Nice pitching matchup between Snowberger and Miller so far, the 2 lefties. So Hayden Weber leading off. Son of assistant coach Lee Weber. Takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hayden just a sophomore. He's now ahead in the count 2-1, hitting just .091 on the year. Now, a lot of these averages, Al, he swings and misses there, strike 2, 2-2. A lot of these averages are hard to figure because, this spring, as everybody knows, has been
awful. And
just
again,
awful.
he's a sophomore. It's a first-year starter.
Second-year starter.
Oh, second year. Okay. I mean, so he's still feeling his way around. He's still young.
2 balls and 2 strikes here on Weber. Snowberger misses inside, and it's now 3-2. One in the 3-2. Ball is skied high in the infield. The second baseman, Pasarchik, calls everybody off, makes the catch, and there's one away in the Clarion third. Bring up Dawson Smale. Dawson singled to center and scored in the first inning on a wild pitch.
Dawson Smale.
DCC's coaching staff positioning the outfield, sending them back a little bit. First pitch to Dawson Smale, fouled away, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Dawson Smale.
Yeah, Dawson's going to like it at Xavier. It's a beautiful campus. Great city, Cincinnati's, Chris. Underrated city. I've been there several times for basketball games and different basketball recruiting events, and Xavier's a beautiful campus.
2 balls and a strike on Dawson Smale. Ground ball, first baseman Green says he's got it. He does, and there's 2 away here in the Clarion third.
Number 5, Bryce Brinkley.
Another basketball player, good athlete, Bryce.
Brinkley singled in the first, but we gave him a single. The official scorer, whoever's doing that, gave him an error here, but I thought it was a tough play there by the shortstop. Brinkley fouls that out of play. One pitch is fouled out of play, and it's now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brinkley. 2 outs here in the Clarion third. 1-1 DCC and Clarion. That ball is out towards left. Schwentner coming in. He'll call off the shortstop times, and there are 3 away. For Clarion to the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the 4th inning. It is 1-1 DCC and Clarion. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Back here at PNC Park as we go to the fourth inning. It'll be Zatzik, Schwetner, and Baraschetti, 7, 8, and 9 for DuBois Central Catholic against Tanner Miller. Pretty much what we figured out. Pretty good pitching matchup, and we're getting that so far through 3 innings.
Yes, Miller has settled down after a rocky start and has kind of tempered things. And excellent pitching matchup, like you said, Chris, between two very good baseball programs that are very evenly matched. It's been just what we expected. I think the jitters are out of the way. Now it's just time to come down to these last 3 innings or so and see who can win this ball game. Or last 4 innings, I should say.
I think we have a pitching change, actually.
Yes, they did. Yes.
Devin Lauer, I think, is taking over. Yes, it is Devin Lauer.
Devin Lauer, yeah.
So Devin Lauer takes over on the mound for Clarion here. Miller goes out to play right. Devin, the District 9 Pitcher of the Year by the YDL Sports Network last year, but it's been a little bit of a tough go this year. He's 1-0 with a 642 earned run average, 12 innings pitched. He's given up 13 runs, 17 hits, just 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's not an overpowering pitcher. And last year, and one of the things you can't get on Max Prep stats is that ball is popped up shortstop.
He relies more on location and
I just don't think the location's been quite as good. I think the BIP is probably a little, the batted ball, batting average on balls in play was lower last year than it is this year.
Right.
Heard he might have a little bit of a sore arm as well, but I have nothing to back that one up with. Just heard that kind of the other day from somebody, and
I'm kind of surprised he's thrown then, but they obviously need him.
But it would be big if they could get him back into form. Tanner Miller's kind of stepped up, though, and taken over that lead role. And then they've got Derek Smale. So still a lot of pitching behind him that, a lot of teams that have that happen to their ace and be in trouble. Clarion, not so much.
Right.
So Miller, final line on Miller. He goes 3 innings, gives up 4 hits, 2 walks, a run. It was earned, struck out 2.
No, after a shaky start, Chris, he really settled down and kept this game in perspective here for Clarion, and able to stay in the game at a 1-1 juncture here as we go to the top of the 4th.
Yeah, DuBois Central Catholic had the bases loaded and nobody out in that first inning and only scored 1 run.
Yeah, that was big.
It's up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Lauer, just a good overall athlete. Also an excellent golfer, Chris. He's going to be attending Clarion, staying home and attending Clarion University and playing golf there on the men's golf team. Dad told me that's his first love. Strikeout for looking for Lauer, and it's 1 down.
Unlike the scoreboard saying, I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard.
Yeah, they had glitches.
Not the scoreboard here. I'm talking about our scoreboard.
Oh, okay.
On our broadcast. It's 1-1. It said 2-1 for some reason. It didn't like something. Is 2 away now. Seems like every time I minimize it and then bring it back up, it wants to add a run.
Yes.
4-man problems.
Some glitches in the system.
Is that strikeout swinging or
no?
Looking. Baraschetti fouls that out.
Looking.
Play 1 ball and 1 strike. Just going to have to maybe not minimize it. First world problems. 1 ball, 1 strike. I feel bad for the fans watching because I got a question like, how did we miss Clarion's second run? And It's like you didn't. It was the scoreboard decided to add a run that wasn't there. So sorry about that.
Has a mind of its own.
It does. You know, in the day and age of AI, I think maybe AI has taken over my scoreboard. It's now 3-1.
Lauer too high on 2 pitches, so this is a big pitch here.
3-1 on Verischetti with Snowberger on deck.
Yeah, you want to avoid the top of the lineup and see if you can get out of it right now. And that's
misses inside, ball 4.
So we have the top of the line for DCC, led by Snowberger, coming to the plate.
One of first, 2 outs. Snowberger 1 of 2. Single to left, lined out to left. Scored DCC's lone run in the first inning.
Yeah, you want to avoid this if possible, get out of the inning, but now they're facing the top of the order. Runner on base, 2 outs.
Runner takes off for second. Throw down to seconds in plenty of time, and that's it.
Yep.
They catch Verischetti stealing. Catcher Weber to shortstop, Smale.
Good job by Weber.
In the 4th, no runs, no hits. There was a walk and a caught stealing. We go to the bottom of 4. It is DuBois Central Catholic 1, Clarion 1 here on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Ow, I almost wish we hadn't gone away for the break as Dave Harry Carey Constantino just saying, take me out to the ball game.
Chris, I thought it was Sinatra-like. I thought it was Sinatra-like.
Or Sinatra cover band-like.
Yeah, we should have had that on the air, Chris. No question.
We didn't know it was coming. That was fantastic. Dave, of course, my Keller commentator in basketball after Al left me. And then Dave left me. And then Jess Quinn left me. It must just be me.
Well, I'll be back next year, Chris.
Well, you have to fight Terry Dryhop for that spot.
Okay.
You're going to have to teach you how to do your own games. So it'll be Noah Harrison, Derek Smale, and Devin Lauer here against Aiden Snowberger in the 4th inning of a 1-1 game.
Noah sporting an above 400 batting average and trying to add to that after grounding to a double play first time up.
1-1 on the count.
Took a big whiff there.
I don't think Noah's putting it out over the notch at 410.
But he's got some pop.
And not that kind of pop.
Not that kind of pop.
I mean,
hey, we're talking about a Jose Altuve here. He might do it.
Snowberger's pitch is high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, maybe if you I think I could get it out there, Al. That ball is popped out of play.
Hey, Sidney Crosby's not a baseball player. He knocked it out of this park in batting practice.
So I took batting practice here as part of a season ticket holder thing, and you get at the home plate, and you realize how far out it is to the outfield just to get it out of the infield. Like you're standing there, you're like, my gosh. And there's Harrison, fly ball to center. Fox has got a beat on it, though. He'll make the catch, 1 away in the Clarion 4th. That is now 8 in a row retired by Snowberger.
Yeah, he really has settled down. He's into a little bit of a groove right now. And Clarion's got to find a way to get a base runner.
Bring up Derek Smale.
The other Smale coming up.
Derek visited Penn State on a recruiting trip a couple weeks back. Fouls that one straight back, strike 1.
And Derek is a junior. Another year of baseball to come.
Yeah, mix on this team. Dawson, Bryce, Dawson Smale, Bryce Brinkley, Devin Lauer, Tanner Miller, Dante Gervin, all seniors in the starting lineup. Noah Harrison's a junior. Derek Smale's a junior.
Yeah.
Matt Alston's a junior. And then Hayden Wember, just a sophomore. That ball is drilled to center. It's sending Fox back. He's got it on the beat. He looked like a major league center fielder going back on that ball.
I thought, Chris, he's just very smooth athlete. He's been in major league ballparks for. This is not a big. I don't want to say a big deal, but this is not that big of a moment for him. And he looked very comfortable going back and tracking that with ease. Again, just an excellent athlete and a very good young baseball player.
So that'll bring up Devin Lauer. Now the pitcher. Snowberger's first pitch. Fouled away. Strike one. 9 in a row set down by Snowy.
And this is involved into a pitcher's duel. I mean, we got both teams with one run, and we're more than halfway through the game.
Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Winding the 1-1. That misses outside, and it's 2-1. Winding the 2-1. That misses, and it's 3-1. Al, I mean, look, an Elk County Catholic, a Cameron County, Union AC, as the 3-1 pitch comes in. Lauer just rips that one, but foul.
Oh, yeah, he got.
Been nice if Al had shown us where he hit it on the camera, but
That went very fast. But no, he blasted that to right field, just a tad outside.
now we're going to move it over so people can actually see first base there. There we go. It's a ground ball booted by Zatzik, and on the air, Lauer is going to reach first with 2 outs.
Pretty good hit ball to third base, but yeah, he definitely booted that. That will be categorized. That'll be put down as an error. So now we have a runner on first, 2 outs.
Tanner Miller coming up. So I was saying, like, those teams might have something to say about it, but I would bet a lot that these two teams are going to meet on Memorial Day at Showers Field for the District 9 championship.
Yeah, I would put my money on that too, Chris. I agree with you.
And, there's a ball fouled out of play. And, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they could also meet again for the state title.
Oh, absolutely. Again, these are 2 of the better small school teams in the state. They've proven that the last 2 years by what they've done.
Now, I think they're looking for some baseballs right now. That's exactly what's going on.
It's not like a major league game where they never run out.
Well, they run out. They just don't have They just don't have bat boys, I guess, to have the endless stock of balls that are covered in Delaware mud to bring out to the umpire. No balls and 1 strike here on Tanner Miller.
Because I've often wondered, just as an aside here, how many baseballs are available on any one Major League Baseball game?
Well, Al, there's a little thing on the internet called Google.
No, but I just thought you, being the savant you are, and I don't mean that. I do not mean that sarcastically. I thought that was something you would know.
That ball is fouled out of play. 1 ball.
Would you have an
2 strikes.
estimation on that? I'm just curious.
I think it's something like, I don't even know.
500?
In a game?
Yeah.
I think that's way too many, Al.
I mean, available, not used. That's a question. I'm going to have to look that up because I've always wondered about that. I know there's a lot used.
Ball is hit out into left field. Schwentner is right there, though, and the inning comes to a close. For Clarion in the 4th, no runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. We head to the 5th, still tied at 1 between Clarion and DuBois Central Catholic here at PNC Park. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Aiden Snowberger leading off here in the 5th inning for DCC. He was in the batter's box when Verischetti was throwing out. He takes ball one. Dylan Wilbert guessed on our broadcast that it was between 10 and 12 dozen. And on the higher end, he is. According to The Athletic, the average major league game uses between 96 and 120 baseballs.
Wow. Who just told you that?
Dylan Wilbert made a comment on our broadcast, watching our broadcast.
Okay,
yeah,
good. Well, thank you for that, Dylan. I really did not know that. I appreciate you giving us the answer. Thank you, Dylan.
Looked it up, and now it's 3-0 on Snowberger. And with Snowberger's speed in a tie game here, you don't want to walk him.
Yeah,
if you're
this is the top of the order. Yeah, you want to keep him off the base pass at the top of the order here. Well, thank you, Dylan Wilbert. I definitely wanted to know that.
It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk leading off here in the 5th for DCC. And keep an eye out there because Snowberger can fly. Braden Fox coming to the plate. Well, this now an opportunity for DCC with the leadoff man on in the heart of their lineup to break this 1-1 tie.
This is a big at bat for Lauer to manage with Fox on at bat and a quick athlete like Snowberger at first base. Gotta minimize this here.
Misses inside, ball 1.
Can't afford to get behind the count.
Lauer peers in a long time here. Quick throw over to first, and it gets away from Smale, but not far enough for Snowberger to advance. And again, Al, we got to keep an eye on the clock too, because baseball is usually not a game that you're worried about the clock.
But today it is. Yeah.
50 minutes, 49 minutes now left here to play.
Actually, more left than I thought there would be.
It's in there for a called strike. Well, not a lot of action going on out there on the base pass. So, they called that a ball. I thought he called that a strike.
I think he called that a ball. Yeah.
I think it's 2-0 now.
That was a strike.
It's either 2-1 or 1-2. The scoreboard said, no, they did change it. I thought that second one was a strikeout, and that it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first.
Snowberger's going to take off here in a little bit.
Well, that gets way back behind. He made a nice carom, but Snowberger now at second on the wild pitch.
So now you have the speedy Snowberger at second and runners in scoring position. Fox up.
And you asked me earlier what the difference between Devin Lauer was last year and this year. You're seeing it right now. It's just the command. Last year, he was pinpointing his command, throwing the ball exactly where he wanted to throw it. And that's just not happening this year for young Mr. Lauer. When you don't have overpowering stuff, you've got to be able to pinpoint control it.
Right.
2 balls,
like you said,
2
it
strikes.
Could be arm issues, could be anything, tiredness.
That ball is ripped towards center, but right there is Brinkley. Snowberger fakes like he's going to go, but Brinkley, a strong throw to third, keeps him at second.
Yeah, that was perfectly hit, but Brinkley never even had to move. He just stood right there. The ball came to him. Big out for Lauer.
We'll bring up Blake Pisarcik. Pisarcik is 1 for 1. Walked in the first, singled in the third, was stranded at third.
Yeah, to get out Fox out in that position was a key out for Lauer.
Taking the lead off a second is Snowberger. Lauer checks the runner again, comes home. And it's going to skip away from Weber.
Pass ball there.
Nah, that's not a pass ball. That's a wild pitch.
I thought it hit his glove, Chris.
Doesn't matter. I mean, he still went down to get it. It was in the dirt.
I trust your judgment. From this vantage point, it looked like he just dropped it. But okay, I did not see it. I didn't see that well.
Runner at third now with.
Yeah, you can't give away bases like that.
Just 1 out. Now, interestingly, Clarion middle infield's not coming in here. We'll discuss that here after this pitch, as that's up high and it's now 2-0. In the first inning, they're going to come in. I don't know what the heck they were doing there. Yeah, they were in the first inning, which made no sense. Now in the fifth with the runner at third, you'd think you'd come in, and now they do.
Yeah.
So the Clarion infield comes on all the way around, and timeout called. Wouldn't make any sense not to have your infield in now.
No, absolutely. The runner on third here.
1 out.
1 out, right?
Weber does a great job of getting in front of that one, but it's 3-0. And I'll tell you what, I mean, this might sound funny, but I might walk around the next 2 guys and make the part of the DCC lineup that's okay, but not great.
Make them beat you.
Make them beat you. But the problem is Lauer is throwing a few balls in the dirt here.
You don't want to put any runners on base.
3 balls and no strikes. Green light for Pisarcik, fouls it straight back, and it's 3-1. Rain this morning, but it's turned into a pretty nice day, Al.
It turned out to be a great day. You know, not hot, no wind at all, mild temperature. Perfect baseball day today.
3-1 pitch coming from Lauer. That ball is cranked to left. Watterson going back on it. Can't make the catch. That'll score a run. On his way to second is Pisarcik with a double, and DCC takes a 2-1 lead.
And Chris, the only reason he had to wait to second to see if it was going to be caught, otherwise he would have easily made third on a triple there. But he had to wait.
Why would he have to wait, Al? He's the batter.
No, but I'm saying it looked like it was about to be caught, so he just was kind of judging to see where the ball was going to be falling. That's all.
So the RBI double to left by Pisarcik gives DCC the 2-1 lead.
I think he was hesitating to see how far he had to really push it.
Wouldn't you run hard out of the box and just, if it's caught, then it's caught?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I would have.
I'm surprised it looked like he held up a little bit. I was watching him.
Well, he might have. You might be right, but there would be no reason to. Is all I'm saying. That's okay.
I just noticed that he did that.
2 balls and a strike, or no balls and a strike here.
I see your point.
On Himes. Now it's 1-1. And again, the Devin Lauer struggles just continue here. And, you know, at some point, if you're Lee Weber, you get into a big game down the stretch, you might not be able to, he might have pitched you all the way to the state championship game a year ago, but how long do you trust him? And how much rope does he have to bring it in, Al, as a coach?
Yeah, that's something that he has to judging one of your best players to.
And there's a line drive base hit. Pisarcik is on his way home. He's going to score. DCC takes the 3-1 lead. Throw comes to the plate. Now out to second and into second. With the RBI single is Carter Himes, and it's 3-1 DCC.
So back-to-back 1-out hits by DCC have plated 2 runs, and now they've stretched the lead out to 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. With Andrew Green at the plate, still a runner in scoring position and have a chance to advance this lead even more.
Yeah, as Watterson missed the cutoff, man, and that cost them a runner in scoring position. Green hits it high in the air. Shortstop Dawson Smale out. Watterson coming in, and it's Dawson Smale that makes the catch.
Yeah, that could have been a nasty collision right there. I'm surprised one of them didn't call the other one off.
2 outs now.
Good play by Smale, though.
Trent Miller.
Kept his composure and caught it. But yeah, that could have been a disaster right there. 2 away, man on second, bottom of the 5th. And DuBois Central has plated 2 runs to take a 3-1 lead as we near the end of the 5th inning.
That misses for ball 1 on Miller. He's 0 for 2. Fly to right, fly to center.
It's a big at-bat for Lauer here. You don't want this to get to a 3-run deficit. Want to get out of this inning with just the minimal amount of damage you have. Timeout by the umpire.
Yeah, it was called by the batter Miller there. 3-1 DCC in the lead.
Only 2 hits today for Clarion with their 1 run, and DC.
Well, they got
6.
3. Remember, they give an error.
They give an error, really, so 3.
It's on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on Miller. Very good point you make there, Al. You got to get Miller here if you're Lauer.
Yeah.
You can't afford to let another run score here.
No.
I mean, Clarion's showing the ability to come back all season, including on Tuesday at DuBois, but you don't want to always be trying to erase 4 or 5 run deficits.
Right, absolutely. Especially here we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. You don't want to get to a 3-run deficit, with only a handful of innings to go. And also time constraints.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Miller. It's actually Tanner Miller who missed the cutoff man in left field. He went to left, and I think Watterson went to right. As that ball is blown out to Watterson in right field, and the inning comes to an end. 2 runs on a couple of hits. The leadoff walk was costly. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Now DuBois Central Catholic leads Clarion 3-1.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
So we head here to the bottom of the 5th inning. DuBois Central Catholic 3-1 over Clarion. It'll be Alston, Gervin, and Weber for the Bobcats against Aiden Snowberger, who's tossing a gem right now, Al.
And Chris, look at the scoreboard. 9 runners left on base by DuBois. Could have been a lot more than 3-1 right now. And Clarion has at least done a little bit of a good job to minimize the damage. But now they got to put some runs on the board themselves. And it starts now with this bottom of the 5th inning. They got to, hopefully put some runs on and get back in this game.
Ball 1 here to Alston. Grounded out the 3rd in his first at bat.
Patient, 3-0. Be key if he can get on base here and put some pressure on Dubois by getting on base. And that's exactly what happened.
4-pitch walk to, they called that a strike. Wow.
Really?
Okay.
I think Alston was surprised. He was ready to toss his bat and go to first base.
Now it's 3-2 and a chance for Snowberger to take advantage of that call.
Wow. Yeah, he thought for sure that was a ball 4 right there.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Alston. Snowberger's payoff pitch is high, ball 4.
Ball 4. Key thing, Chris, first run on, just like it was for Dubois last inning. Got a runner in first, nobody out.
So Snowberger's
3-1 game.
Snowberger's now walked 2 after walking 3 all season.
Yeah, his control's been pinpoint, but not quite as much today. He almost has matched his season high in walks with 1 more walk. Dante Gervin to the plate with a chance to advance the runner, waving his orange bat.
Takes a called strike inside corner.
Just find a way to move on the runner and get him in scoring position. That would be key for Rob Jewett's club.
A little high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Gervin. And now in the middle of the at-bat, they decide we're getting a pinch runner here for Alston. Is that Ethan Rex going out there? Yes, that is Ethan Rex.
Because, Chris, you said he wasn't that fast, as his sister confirmed.
I also think this is about getting a player in the game, too, Al, at PNC Park. I think it's a little bit of both.
I said that half joke.
Yeah, I know. So the Speedy Rex takes over for the speed Alston. Love you, Matt. 1-1 misses inside, and it's 2-1 here on Gervin.
I wonder if they get on base here, Chris. Will they have somebody warming up with the bullpen here for Dubois? 2 runners on, nobody out. If he should get on base here.
Well, all of their other pitchers are out in the field, so there won't be anybody warming.
Well, again, I didn't know that, but
I realize that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I mean, I just wonder if they'd be.
They think about where will they think about it? That's a great question.
Right.
2 balls and a strike. Throw over, Rex back in safely,
and obviously they respect Rex's speed.
Rex, just a freshman, saw a lot of playing time for the football team this past year at Central Clarion.
Yeah, good athlete.
Gervin fouls that one straight back into the screen. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is the big at-bat right here. If they can get on base, 3-1 game, get man first and second with nobody out, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Fox's next move will be.
Winding the 2-2. Gervin, line drive into right center field.
Nice.
Rex will head towards third, and there's runners at the corners. After the Dante Gervin single to right.
Good piece of hitting by Dante Gervin. Patiently, 2-2 count. Went away with the pitch, line it to right center field. Now it'll be interesting to see what happens, Chris.
And now it'll be interesting to see, do they use Hayden Weber to move the runner up with Dawson Smale on the top of the lineup coming up?
You got a first and third, nobody out.
Drop Hewitt, I think, is going to go with another pinch runner here.
And let's see if Coach Fox makes any moves here. Is he going to leave a starter in?
Yeah, he's leaving a starter in for now. Wyatt Watterson coming in to run now. So Watterson must have left the game if he's able to come in and run here. Because Watterson was in left field at one point. I had no idea. Wyatt Watterson's going to come out and run here for Gervin as a pinch runner. So he must not have been in right field. I don't know who's in right field for Clarion right now. So runners at the corners. We'll see what they have Weber doing here.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat in this game, Chris. Big at-bat.
Weber swinging away, strike 1. Would you consider sacrificing the 9 guy here?
I would.
I would, too. I absolutely would.
With Smale coming up, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe a suicide squeeze. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a need for a suicide squeeze with nobody out. But I definitely think about moving the runner from first to second.
Right.
Runner takes off. There will be no throw, so that
yeah.
does the same thing. And now there's runners at second and third. And nobody out, and an 0-2 count on Hayden Weber.
And Chris, we're one good base knock away from a tie ball game right here.
This game is living up to all of its billing out. This is fantastic.
It's been the most competitive game of the 4 games here today by far, easily.
The Gateway Seneca game was pretty good.
Yeah,
the game that we
until they pulled away there.
Yeah, towards the end.
Right.
1 ball and 2 strikes here on Hayden Weber. Watterson leads off second. Rex leads off third. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. That'll get a run home. Second baseman Pisarcik on to first baseman Green, and on the RBI ground out by Hayden Weber. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
3-2 ball game. Runner in third. Only 1 out. Golden opportunity here for Dawson Smale, the best player, to tie this ball game up. Big moment right here.
So Dawson Smale comes to the plate with a runner at third and just 1 out and a run in.
Exactly what you want. Your best hitter, your best player up at the plate. Less than 2 outs, runner on third. Golden opportunity for the Bobcats.
DCC playing the infield back, so they'll give up the run here. It's ball 1 to Smale.
Oh, they definitely respect Smale. They know what kind of a hitter he is.
That's high, and it's 2-0 on Smale. Bryce Brinkley on deck.
And they're being careful with him, obviously.
Lefty on lefty here. Smale went the other way.
Especially
they're saying it's 1-1 out. Boy, that's... I was saying 2-1.
And especially with first base open, they're going to be very, very careful pitching to...
That first pitch, didn't that look like a ball?
It looked like a ball to me, yeah, from this vantage point. But they're going to be careful pitching with first base open, Chris.
2-1. The lefty Snowberger delivers. Fouled back, 2-2.
I'm definitely not going to give him anything good to hit. If you have to, I'll cede first base to him.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if they can get Dawson Smale to chase something here.
Lefty on left.
Snowberger's 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. That'll get the run home. And in fact, it'll be at Smale at first as it goes right through the shortstop Himes. It'll be an RBI.
It has to be an error.
And an error on the shortstop.
Oh, Clarion right back in the game with some small ball. 3-3 score here. 1 out. Runner on first. Bottom of the 5th with Bryce Brinkley coming up.
It was going to score the run either way, but
Clarion now has a chance to, 1 out, get ahead here. Small ball.
DCC would have liked to have kept Smale off the bag, though. Defense at times has been a problem. Smale running for second. Strong throw down. He's gone.
He got him.
Miller throws out Dawson Smale trying to steal second. So Clarion took the gift and then gave it back.
Yeah, they gambled there, and Miller came up with a strike there, threw him right down. It was an excellent catch and throw by Miller, the catcher. Excellent. Tag was applied. He was dead on arrival.
2 away now here in the 5th inning of a 3-3 game. Brinkley pop up, foul territory, giving chases to third baseman Zatzek, but that's going to be out of play about 4 rows over the screen, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Brinkley. Yeah, give Trent Miller a lot of credit there. Miller started last year as the backup catcher. Then Ben Greitzer got hurt, forcing Miller probably earlier than they'd have liked to become the starting catcher. But that experience has paid off.
No question.
It's high by Snowberger, and it's 2-1.
Gave some extra playing time that he probably just didn't anticipate, or they anticipated, and it's paid off now for him.
2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Second baseman Pisarcik up with it. Throw to first, and the inning comes to a close.
We have a ball game, Chris.
Not before Clarion picked up 2 runs on a hit. There was an error, and nobody left on base. We go to the 6th inning here at PNC Park, all knotted up. 3-3 between DuBois Central Catholic and Clarion. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL
Sports Network.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be.
A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Back here, we got a pitching change for Clarion. Derek Smale taking over on the bump of a tie game. Smale on the season 1-0 with a 1.75 earned run average. In 8 innings of work, he has struck out 13 while walking 5. Also looks like Dylan Smale takes over at third base. Matt Alston moves across the diamond to play first. I think Devin Lauer is now at second. And I think Wyatt Watterson's the right fielder. And actually, I think Noah Harrison is doing the catching.
Oh, he's doing the catching. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Chris.
So I think Noah Harrison is catching.
So maneuver around a little bit here.
First up for the Cardinals, number 16, Braden Setzik.
A little switching in the lineup by Coach Jewett.
Yeah, we're way up here, so it's kind of hard to see in some regards, but I think it's Alston at first, Lauer at second, Dawson Smales at short, Dylan Smales at third, Miller's in left, Brinkley still in center, and then I think it's Watterson back out there in right field.
And then Harrison behind the plate.
On Zatzik. 3-3 here in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Blowing that by him was Derek Smale.
Coming in with the high heat.
Zatzik, Schwetner, and Verischetti due up for DCC here in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Derek Smale makes quick work of Braden Zatzik. Strike out number 1 for the junior righty.
Good way to start the top half of the inning.
So now I think we're going to get a pinch hitter here. Get that.
Number 29, Andrew Adamski.
Andrew Adamski, it sounds like, is coming to the plate. That's what they've announced. I'll double check that. Yep, Andrew Adamski coming to the plate here to bat for Schwetner. Ball 1 to Adamski. Schwetner struck out twice. Ball's fouled back by Adamski. Next pitch. That ball is popped into the air. Center fielder Brinkley looks like he has it well played. He does, and there's 2 away in the DCC 6th inning.
Smale doing a good job trying to make quick work of the lineup here and get the Bobcats back into the bottom of the 6th inning.
So if you're wondering where we're at time-wise here, since it's a 2-hour time limit on this game, we're down to 24 minutes to go.
Okay.
Minus a lot of scoring. That might be enough time to get this full game in. Now, if it had to go to extra innings, we could have a problem. We could end up with a tie game.
And it's funny, Chris, they say baseball is a game with no clock. Well, in this case, there is a clock.
Yeah, well, baseball has a clock in the majors now.
Yeah, I mean, overall,
yeah. Called strike, and it's now 0-2.
They have a pitch clock, yes.
And
I'm glad they do.
There's a swing and a miss.
Quick work.
And down on strikes goes Supplesio, who was
Quick
pinch
work by
hitting.
Smale. Great job.
So it was a 1-2-3 inning for Derek Smale. We'll go to the 6th inning. It is 3-3 between DuBois Central Catholic and Clarion here in Pittsburgh at PNC Park.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. Howdy, rodeo fans! The 64th Annual North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 13th through the 17th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
Back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of inning number 6.
And Chris, if I'm Clarion area right now, I mean, there's only so much you can strategize here, but I'm doing everything I can to push a run across the plate because they may not get another chance to get to bat.
No, you're correct.
Yeah,
I mean, it's with
this
about
may be the last opportunity to get at the bat.
with about 20 minutes to go.
Yeah. So I find a way to get a run here. Find a way.
Bobcats are going to pinch hit here.
Number 16, Eli
Rudisau. So now you're also seeing something, Al.
Yeah, giving guys an opportunity to
play. Guys are getting an opportunity to play here because it's at PNC Park. And so the win and the loss, I don't think is as
critical.
important here to them in some ways.
No, I agree with you 1,000%, Chris. This is
Rudisau, ground ball. Green's going to have it. He'll flip the Snowburger, and there's one away.
No, Chris, you're absolutely right. This is a special situation. You want to give all these young men a chance to play in a major league ballpark, get an at-bat, get on the field. So, no, I understand totally. But obviously, they would like to score a run, so they don't have to, because they may not get a chance to bat again. Let's see if Derek Smale can do some damage here.
Derek Smale coming up. And the pitch to Derek Smale. He fouls that one out of play. Strike one. It'll be interesting. I don't know, did they cut it right at the 2-hour mark?
I don't know.
Or if a team's at the plate, do they let them finish the inning?
Last game of the night.
Well, we don't know if it's the last game of the night, Al. I'm not 100% certain it's the last game of the night.
Oh, you think they may not be?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
I
think it's the last game.
Oh, nice.
Derek Smale drives one into the right center field gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Braden Fox up with it, gets it in quickly. Derek Smale has himself a double as he doubles that into it. And it almost sounds like you're rooting for Clarion.
I'm not saying anything. No, that was necessary, Chris. That was necessary. He had to. Now that looks like they're going to pinch run for him.
So I guess if I was going to root for Clarion, I'm going to root for DCC.
Hey, what can I say? I coached here and lived in the community for almost 30 years, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, well, got advertisers out from both places.
I agree.
I'm rooting for a great game, and that's what we've got.
And I'm all for. I have a lot of respect for DuBois Central Catholic. Great program, great coaching.
Folks, I'll give you Al's number, and you can call him. As Devin Lauer, actually, this isn't Lauer. Not sure who that was at the plate.
But it advanced the runner to third?
It did, so there's 2 outs, but I'm not sure who it was.
Yeah, Chris.
See if you can get a number on this kid as he runs by, Al.
You gotta give all these guys an opportunity.
Yeah,
to
see if
play.
you can get a number on him, though, as
Okay.
he runs past.
8. 8. I was right. 8.
Okay, so that was Gabe Anderson that just batted. Now Tanner Miller fouls one away.
Tanner Miller could potentially be driving in the winning run here. Potentially. It's a big at bat with time constraints, runner on third, 2 outs. We'll see what he does. Let's see if the pitcher can find a way to win a game for himself.
Well, starting pitcher, 1 and
Well, the
1
starting
Miller.
pitcher, yes, the starting pitcher, I should say.
Clarion's used 3 today. 1 ball, 1 strike on Miller. That's up high, and it's 2-1. So you got to give Rob Jewett a lot of credit, getting in his seniors and saying, hey, you know what? I know I can win the game here, but I want these guys to get in a bat here at PNC Park.
He's doing the right thing.
2-1. Miller fly ball to center.
Fox
Fox
got a
says
penny
he
there.
has it, and he does, and the inning comes so close. We'll go to the 7th.
Yeah, Brain Fox isn't missing that.
All tied up here at
Great game, Chris. Great game.
3.
Great game with 2 excellent teams.
We'll be back after these messages.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Booster clubs, players, fans, and supporters for making this happen. And a special thank you to the Pittsburgh Pirate organization for putting this on this evening. So to everybody involved.
Back here as we head to the 7th of a tie game. It'll be Snowberger, Fox, and Pisarcik to top of the order for DCC.
Golden opportunity for DCC, Chris. Here we go to the top of the 7th, the top 3 of the order coming up. Snowberger and Fox leading up. And this is their opportunity to cash in.
Snowberger scored 2 runs. He is 1 for 2 with a walk. First at bat against Derek Smale. Takes ball 1 outside. Next pitch is outside, ball 2. Lights coming on here at PNC Park, Al.
It's getting a little dark, Chris. We're pushing 8 o'clock.
That'll be interesting on a ball hit in the air now, how the players react to having the lights out there.
Right.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled away, 2-1.
Kept alive.
Was actually 2-0. I said 2-1. Check that. It was 2-0. Been a long week for me, Al. Wide into 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. Now it's 2-2. I was just ahead of my time. That's all.
You saw the future, Chris.
If I can only do that with the lottery.
That would be great. I would love to have that ability.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
We wouldn't be sitting here right now.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, it might be. It might be something fun to do.
I'd be on a beach somewhere, Chris.
Yeah, that would be a problem. You're right. Who am I talking about? If I hit the lottery for like that $1 billion that was going,
I wouldn't be here, Chris. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd be
I love you folks, but it'd be someplace else. I'm sure most of the people watching wouldn't be watching either. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside, it's now 3-2 on Snowberger. Here's Smale. You don't want to walk the leadoff man here in the 7th.
Big pitch coming up.
3-2 on Snowberger. Fox on deck. Tie game at 3. Wind into 3-2.
Ball 4.
Inside, ball 4. Snowberger works for the second time.
With Braden Fox coming up, possibly their most talented player. Run first. Here we are on the top of the 7th, and a golden opportunity for the DuBois Central Catholic Cardinals.
Smale comes to the set. Ball 1. So all of a sudden, Derek Smale having trouble locating the zone.
And the speedy Snowberger first base distracting him.
Ground ball to the second baseman Lauer. To Smale for 1 on the first. Can't pick it is Alston. That would have been a double play, but Alston couldn't pick it at first.
No, it was a tailor-made double play, but with a low throw, he couldn't make the pick, and the speedy Fox was able to get on. But that was a tailor-made double play ball. Hit hard to second base. Good transfer, but just a little bit low in the throw.
Yeah, Alston will probably tell you should have had it.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been big for Smale to get out of that one.
Blake Pisarcik at the plate.
Dangerous hitter here.
Pisarcik is 2 for 2 with a double and a single and an RBI. He fouls the first one off, strike 1. He's also walked.
Beautiful night at the ballpark, Chris. Look at this weather. Look at that background. Incredible. Doesn't get any better than this.
Ground ball to Smale. His play is going to be to first. On the play, Fox moves to second. He's the go-ahead run. There are now 2 outs.
Smale made the smart play. His momentum took him to first. He's an excellent fielder and gunned the runner down. But now they have a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Again, big at bat here, and Smale's going to try and stop this and prevent this from being a deficit. Keep the score tied. That's the goal right here for Clarion. Little mound conference now between
10 minutes on the clock, though, Al.
Yeah. That's why it was a short mound conference. They said, "Oh, we only got 10 minutes. Wow, let's hurry up."
I don't know if I like that in a 3-3 game.
Sometimes they forget, I'm sure.
First pitch.
A little bit
in there for called strike.
Okay. He took his time calling a strike. I thought it was a little bit inside.
Smale sets. 0-1 ground ball.
Foul
ball. Just foul.
Yeah, just foul. Almost hit the first base bag.
0-2 now on Carter Hines.
And if that hit the first base bag, that would have been problems. I think a run would have scored there, because that ball probably would have skipped away down the right field foul line after hitting the bag.
0-2 coming to Carter Hines from Derek Smale. Fouled it away. Remains no balls and 2 strikes.
And he was a little behind the fastball right there.
Teams are so evenly matched.
Oh, it's a great game between 2 great teams. You couldn't have asked for a better contest here for us to broadcast to the listening and the viewing audience out there. Excellent ball game. 2 of the best programs in the state, literally, at the small high school level, without a doubt.
No balls, 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss.
Huge.
Struck him out.
Huge.
We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Clarion, DCC, all tied up at 3 apiece. And could we have a tie game?
Yeah, this is the one chance to win it right now. They got to get it done.
We'll be back.
Great game.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Howdy, rodeo fans! The 64th Annual North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 13th through the 17th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
20.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
No, 28, Chris. Sorry. 28. 28 for sure. I didn't get a turn on until you got that. 28.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be a new pitcher for DCC. Number 28, Blake Pisarcik, takes over on the mound as Aiden Snowberger threw 102 pitches. That's the limit, 100. He can go over 100 in the last batter. It'll revert back to 100. So Pisarcik taking over for DCC. Matt Alston stepping in here.
Chris, you couldn't ask for a better game. 3-3, hits are almost even, 6-5. The key statistic, look at the scoreboard. DuBois Central Catholic has left 10 men on base, 10, where Clarion's only left 3.
Ground ball by Alston. Shortstop Himes has it. Throw across the diamond in time. 1 away in the 7th. And we are, it looks closer and closer, like we're heading to a tie game.
No, Chris, this is thrilling. I mean, because they still have a chance to go ahead and win it. But it's going to have to be some quick runs here. We're looking hard at a tie game, which really, Chris, would be poetic justice. Both these teams deserve to win. It would really be poetic justice. They say there, as Tom Hanks said, there's no ties or crying in baseball. But it might happen today. I don't know about the crying, but the tie part might happen.
Wyatt Watterson at the plate. Ball 1, or strike 1, actually. Jeez, I thought that was a ball outside. Ground ball. Third baseman Zatzik up with it. Throw across in time. Fox now playing first, and there's 2 away here in the Clarion 7th. And again, this is probably it. Although with the way this inning's going, we still have 5 minutes to go. We can get DCC another at bat.
I was quoting a little Tom Hanks there in a league of their own. No ties, no crying in baseball, but we may have the ties.
So I can't tell what number this is for. Oh, this is Dylan Smale. So Dylan Smale to the plate, the freshman, younger brother of Derek and Dawson. Takes ball 1 outside.
And I like to said, Coach, like you said before, and you mentioned earlier, Chris, Coach Jewett has done a great job of, understanding that this is an incredible experience for these young men and getting a chance to all get in the lineup and get a chance to play in a major league field.
It's fouled straight back, 1 ball and 1 strike on the freshman Dylan Smale.
But if it ends in a tie, it's probably meant to be. 2 excellent teams, excellent teams, excellent baseball programs, and no one comes out with a win tonight.
1-1. Now it's 2-1.
Unless Dylan cranks it over the IC light sign, then it's over.
2-1 pitch on Dylan Smale here. Swing and a miss, 2-2. I guess we could always put a runner at second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pisarcik's pitch misses outside. It's now full 3-2. Now remember, Dawson Smale's on deck.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, so you don't want to give a free pass to the little brother Dylan here if you're Pisarcik.
You got to give him something.
Wide in the 3-2. Ball 4. And so Dylan Smale is on, and Dawson Smale comes to the plate.
He not only gave him the free pass, he threw 10 feet over his head.
So Dylan Smale representing the winning run for Clarion at first base.
And the best player on the team, Dawson Smale, the Xavier recruit, Division I baseball player, coming to the plate with an opportunity to win this game.
Boy, if I'm DCC, I think I'm moving my outfielders back a little bit here.
Yeah.
Ball in the gap's going to win this game for Clarion.
Yes, yes.
Outside, ball one.
Chris, this game has given us all the drama we wanted. Great game. Couldn't have asked for a better ball game between two really excellent teams.
1-1, throw over. Dylan Smale back in safely. That'll bring us to the 2-hour mark too. So this game is either going to be won here by Clarion or it's going to finish as a 3-3 tie. I think it'll go in the books that way. I don't think they'll pick it back up at some point this year. Runner fake going. Now he's going to go as the ball gets away from Miller, and Dylan Smale is in scoring position for Dawson Smale after the wild pitch.
It's really interesting, Chris. A ball in the gap would be a walk-off, Chris.
I'm walking Dawson Smale. Yeah. They're walking him.
Yeah,
that's an easy call. That's a real easy call there for Adam Fox. Right. That run doesn't mean anything now.
I'm not letting that kid win the game.
Yeah, so it's up to Bryce Brinkley now. So Bryce Brinkley coming to the plate as they intentionally walk Dawson Smale. His run doesn't mean anything.
Hey, if I'm Bryce Brinkley, I'm saying you're walking him to get to me. I'll show you.
So first and second, the only one that matters is the one at second for Clarion. Bryce Brinkley at the plate.
Bryce Brinkley has to prove something here. So you want to walk my boy? I'm going to make you pay.
Brinkley takes ball one. If he reaches and the run doesn't score, it would be, I'm not sure who it would be. I think Noah Harrison's back.
Yeah, it's another good bat.
Noah Harrison.
Another dangerous bat out there.
Re-entered the game.
It's another guy you don't want to face.
It's a called strike.
That was a strike?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing now. That was in the same place as the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brinkley.
Okay.
Brinkley, fly ball to right. Right fielder Cedar coming in, makes the catch. And this game is going to go in the books, I do believe, as a tie.
And they're celebrating that catch because I know that could have been a game-saving catch. Chris, poetic justice.
Unbelievable. We finished 3-3 here at PNC Park.
Two great teams going at it. Nothing wrong with that. Well-deserved effort on both teams. Two great teams.
Nobody said there's ties in baseball. Well, there was a tie tonight in baseball, Al.
Yes, there was.
3-3, the final score.
Tom Hanks is in Hollywood smiling right now.
We'll return after these messages.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. When we opened Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network, we were looking for an insurance company we knew and could trust. Acrisure and DuBois gave us all of that and more, and that's why Acrisure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. We know that the folks at Acrisure have our backs, and we know they support high school athletes and athletics. Find out more at acrisure.com/Mid-Atlantic or call them today at 814-371-5270. Acrisure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of Your Daily Local LLC. A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. Howdy, rodeo fans! The 64th Annual North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 13th through the 17th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/radio. The show goes on, rain or shine. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Back here at PNC Park, we'll let you look at the skyline here as we wrap this one up. And, Al, two of the best single-A teams in the state. Last 2 years, state champions. I guess it's really fitting that it ends at a 3-3
No, it absolutely was, Chris. I mean, again, a showcase event like this, for these kids to play in a Major League Baseball park, not only a Major League Baseball, but arguably and justifiably the best ballpark in America numerous times over and over, and to get a chance to play this, all these kids get a chance to play, and like you said, Chris, probably the best premier Class A teams in the state. It was poetic justice, as I said earlier, that this game ended in a tie. Well-deserved, well-coached team by both Coach Jewett and Coach Fox, and smart move there to take the bat out of Dawson Smale's hands. You don't want to let him have a chance to beat you. But, no, great game, Chris. I appreciate you having me on here today to help you out. Enjoyed all the time, my good friend. And it was just an amazing night, or amazing day at the ballpark. Saw some great games and capped it off with a great one.
Looking at the scoring tonight, DCC took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. They had the bases loaded and nobody out. If you want to know why this game finished 3-3,
yes.
Tanner Miller pitched his way out, leading up only the sacrifice fly to Carter Hines.
If it wasn't for Tanner Miller, this game would not have ended in a tie. He minimized the damage in that first inning. That first inning could have easily been a crooked number, a 4 or 5 run inning, held it to 1, and that's a big reason why we finished 3-3.
Clarion tied the game in the bottom of the first. Dawson Smale scored on a wild pitch. It stayed at 1 until the 5th. That's when DCC took a 3-1 lead. RBI double by Pisarcik, RBI single by Himes. They were up 3-1. Clarion, though, answered right back. RBI ground out by Weber, and then Dawson Smale reached on an error. And that's where we finished, 3-3, Al. So, folks, thanks for joining us tonight.
No, we appreciate it, people. I'm sure there was a lot of listeners and viewers out there, and you saw a great one between two great programs, and fun day at the ballpark. Always good to be back home in Pittsburgh and just be around this iconic baseball park here.
I'll be back on the air on Monday as Cameron County travels to DuBois Central Catholic. That'll be a 4 o'clock game right here on the YDL Sports Network. Until then, for my partner Al Moderjeski, I'm Chris Rossetti saying good night and thank you once again. It's a tie game in Pittsburgh, PNC Park. DuBois Central Catholic 3, Clarion 3. You've been watching high school baseball on the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, powered by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg here on the YDL Sports Network. Until Monday, good night.